This totally isn't the second time we're recording this.
I still have pants on.
That's not true. Either of those statements. What's up, guys? GTYG over here. Trent. Talk a little bit about my YCS experience and Justin's Blueberry Muffins again. No? Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
But anyways, the YCS in Chicago is mad cool. Got to see all the homies. Got to see Robbie. Just a ton of other people. Got to go.
Packed the van. What, 1,600? Was that the
1,500 something? Nice. A lot of people. Yeah. A lot of people. The venue was really cool. It was where Nats was like 2 years ago, so it was really chill. The event was wild. There's diversity everywhere. I mean, there's no. I mean, the decks that were really out there. I mean, obviously, Danger Thunder's a thing.
Yeah. Sky Striker's the record.
I didn't play one Sky Striker or Ultra Guys player all weekend. It was crazy.
Yeah, that's wild, right?
And I played all 9 rounds day one. Like, I didn't face one. Talking about the rounds. Round 1, I played Crusadia. 2-0'd the guy. He was super nice. He was, I don't know if he was new to the game because I flipped over Rivalry and after his normal summon, and he goes, "Oh, what does that do?" And I was just like, things.
You don't get to play.
Round 2, I took a little bit of an L to Brian Reyes. Excellent player, nicer person, dude. Just can't say enough about the guy. Super chill.
Trickstars, right?
Yeah, he was playing Trickstar, and I misjudged. I thought he was playing. I think he was playing the Trap Heavy variant, and I was trying to call the Spell Heavy variant. Either way, I was told there's a couple mistakes on my end, but he opened really well and I opened really bad the second game. But again, super cool guy. Round 3, my opponent didn't show. He probably heard who I was and he was just terrified, bro. Like I'm obviously
that big dick energy.
Yeah, I'm a monster at these events and I crush souls. So I mean that's cool too. Round 4, I legitimately forget who I faced. I don't even know what deck I played against.
Meta or not meta?
It might have been non-meta because it was so quick. I just don't even know like what I even played against. Like, anyways, it was probably Danger because Danger Thunder sucks. Round 5, I faced this really cool kid from Harvard. He's from Central America, super nice guy. I got him game 1 pretty easily because you know Zombie World's not Thunder World, so that's cool.
But if it was Thunder World.
But if it was.
You can have that, Konami.
He EEV'd me game 2, and I was actually able to do some Mizuki and Balderrock combos.
Nice.
I didn't know that I could have done Banshee under EEV in the graveyard to directly activate Zombie World, so a bit of a misplay on my part, but I still won, so I got the dub. Round 6, I faced Peter Tran, excellent player. Again, another cool guy. Most of the guys I played against are super chill.
So good.
I beat him 2-1. He, game 1, I got it, because obviously, again, not Thunderworld. Game 2, he opened this, it was pretty cool. He just opened the nuts. I was just like, okay, we'll go to game 3. And then game 3, it was pretty cool. He makes Zombie Stein. And then I normal summon the one Shiranui that you don't want to summon that I run because you want to pop 3 sometimes. And I'm playing and I actually have the goal to ask him, you know, is Zombie Stein a zombie? Because like I forget, like I don't play the cards. So I'm just sitting there like afterwards I felt like a jackass and like I played Super Poly and just took his dude. But
yes.
So that was probably one of the bigger plays I made all day, which was really cool. Again, Peter Chan, super nice. Please accept my friend request on Facebook, dude. I'm sorry. Round 7.
That's what this video is.
Yeah, it's just a big apology.
Yeah.
Round 7, I faced Lunalights. Deck's good. I don't know what it does. The guy wasn't telling me all of their full effects, so I didn't know it was cost or soft ones per turn or stuff. And at an event like that in round 7, when we're both like, you know, X1, I'm not going to sit there and try to read all his cards and stuff. So I mistakenly ashed one of the Lunalights that's, you know, cost, and yeah, maybe I should have, you know, just, you know, RTFC'd it, but you know,
hindsight's 2020.
Whatever. I don't. When's the last time you saw me play an event for real? That's right. You haven't. Yeah, exactly. I think the last time I actually tried hard was like an OTS back in 2016. For those of you that don't know me, I usually just lend cards, talk about Yu-Gi-Oh, and beat Justin in GOAT format. So.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Well, so again, I'm going to cut this video now. We're just going to do that.
Please, we're
going to go to muffin time. Okay.
You really aren't wearing pants.
No, I'm super not.
That's a thing. Round 8, I faced dude named Austin, and he's actually homies with my friend Peyton, and like, again, like he's one of the nicer dudes I faced all day, and like,
Nice.
Maybe I should have sided out Called by the Grave because I opened 2 in game 3 going second, and that kind of murked me. But like, again, I don't know what guard dragons do. They came out like the day of. Like, I don't know. I don't follow this game, but the bleeding edge of the meta. I try to make structure decks. You know what I mean? Like, come on. I drew round 9, and this is my fault for not making day 3. And this is probably the most infuriating part of the tournament for me, is that I forgot under Zombie World, True Draco, they're not zombies in hand and you can't tribute. So if you want to leave this deck profile now because you think I'm that bad of a player, please do. X3-1, I should have been probably X2. But again, I decided last second to play. I didn't play test. I didn't do anything like that. But
you're still punching. You're still doing things.
Dude, it was so cool. It was so cool to go X3-1. Like, I want to unlock my full potential. Like, if I could just like straight up, dare I say, compete with some pro players, then maybe I should actually like.
Same word.
And maybe I'm tooting my own horn, but I'd like to step up and compete a little more. I think it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And plus, it's really cool seeing everybody, and it makes the day go by a whole hell of a lot faster. Let me tell you.
Absolutely.
I didn't beat Pokemon Yellow, Justin. I'm sorry.
Well, just. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's fine.
But without further ado, I think that's a pretty good analysis. Obviously, Lunalights are probably $1 bajillion now. Danger Thunder is a thing. I expected very diverse. I expected to see more Trickstar and Light Stage, or Trickstar and Light Stage. I expected more Trickstar and Altergeist, or no, Sky Striker and Altergeist. I didn't face any aside from Brian the whole day, so that was kind of spice.
Yeah.
And it's weird because I had a whole side deck set up for it. But anyways, without further ado, we will dive into my deck profile.
Let's get it.
First and foremost, shout outs to Kazden Kaz and Team NFC for arguably the best field center of this year, last year, and any other year.
Look at that.
For those of you that don't know, those are Robbie Cole's Chi-Chis. So
yes.
we'll just leave this here because that's nice. So if you don't know how this deck works, this is how you win. You have to resolve this card usually because it is insane. You send one from your hand because you usually have a dead zombie in your hand, or one that can use graveyard effects because they all have pretty neat graveyard effects for the most part. And then you send one from deck, so you can just, you see this, you see Zombie World, you can pitch Banshee and do that. Or if you have Banshee in hand, you can pitch Banshee from hand to play Zombie World and pitch Glow Up Bloom to special summon Boulder Rock, or the off chance they destroy your Zombie World, you can search Vampire Froline, who I will get into in a little bit.
Nice.
Metaphorically and physically, she fine. So yeah, the whole deck revolves around getting this guy off.
Yeah.
No zombie, una zombie, best zombie. And then, just another 3 copies of Unizombie.
Yeah.
Solitaire good. Also, I play the Shiranui Trap card, which is bonkers. With the good, you got to have a little bit of the bad. Spirit Master, for those of you that don't know, when he's banished, he pops a card. So at the end of resolution of Shiranui Double Sword Slash, you could pop an additional card outside of the 2 that you already popped. So popping 3 cards for the cost of 1 of your cards. It's pretty much Icarus attack for zombies. When you hit Boulder Rock and he comes back, it's free AF.
Yeah.
So
more deck thinning, like great.
So I think that those are actually all pretty standard. Another starter card, Gozuki. I know it only sends 1, but still, it's a foolish. So also the from hand effect to banish another zombie in your graveyard, aside from himself, to beam 1 out. You can get Boulder Rock out real easy if he's dead in your hand. You used to run it at 3, but it's a good 2 of, because you obviously want to see your other starter cards over him because they can pitch 2 things instead of 1. But still, the 1's not bad. MVP of the tournament for me, that kept me alive at all times, was Mizuki.
Yes, rarity
and getting that young horseman into the graveyard. Ooh-wee. I literally can't. Under Zombie World, he is literally insane. All your monsters in your graveyard become zombies. You know, like Burl Sword Dragon, for example, which was really cool. Happened this weekend, by the way.
Nice.
Sweet.
Plays for days.
He goes, that's not a zombie. Bet.
Yeah, love answering that question.
Brought her up earlier. She makes the deck, I think.
Yes.
Her and Balderrock together, and the Glow Bloom, the support out of the structure deck. You can, while she's on the field, she keeps Zombie World safe from getting destroyed or targeted. You can banish her on the field, which I didn't know until I read it the 80th time in the tournament. You can normal summon her and banish her to activate Zombie World, or banish her from the graveyard. So, again, if you want to pitch her, you can pitch her. If you want to keep her, you can keep her. 1800 is pretty good.
And quick effect, right?
Was running into 3, too cloggy. You don't want to see 2 of these in your hand because you can obviously pitch it with so much.
Right.
Next card, 2 of Glow Up Bloom. And that it's just insane. You can just normal summon it, link Karibo under Zombie World, and get Balderrock out. Like, it's good.
Yeah.
You can also, if you don't have Zombie World out, you can search for Fräulein, who Fräulein can. Fräulein saved my ass more than anything in the world this weekend. She did so much work, and I can't believe I didn't run her. And we'll get into her in a second. But here's Glow Up Bloom.
Yeah.
And again, we're talking about the best boss monster, I'm going to say, of 2018, 2019 in Balderrock. He doesn't freaking die. He comes back. He does work once per chain, but not on the same his effect to negate a zombie monster's effect on field. So obviously under Zombie World, all monsters, including your opponents, are zombies.
Right.
When they activate an effect, he can negate it, or an effect, and you can banish, non-targeting banish a card on the field.
Nice.
Non-targeting banishing, for those of you that don't know, it's like peeing in the shower. It's free. Like, it's awesome.
Damn it.
We got there. Told you, GTYGO, we'll get you there.
Yeah, we did get there.
But yeah, you can also do your own zombie monster effects on their turn. Like Vampire Sucker, for example. I'll get into a combo later, where you can just trigger that and then banish a card for free anyways. So, also his interactions with EEV, how he just comes back anyways, is just thoroughly freaking disgusting.
Yeah.
And then if he's the dad, this is certainly the mom of the deck. Fräulein, God, she just saved me so much. Her effect is broken. And like, you can do it offensively too. It's whenever you declare, or whenever a monster declares attacking, special summon her in defense mode. And then once per battle, you can increase in increments of 100 up to 3,000 a zombie type monster's attack. And that's just huge, especially against Danger Thunder when they're busting out, Zombie Stein and 4,500 and, the Abyss guy. And it's just all weekend she saved me. And even like Mizukiing her out and then pumping herself up to destroy a monster and then bringing it back. Like, I had an opponent one time go, he's like, okay. And I was like in the battle phase, and he was like, oh, you have another effect? And I was like, yeah, can I special summon, I forget what card it was. What was it? I think it was like Unicorn or Summon Sork or something. Anyways, regardless, he brought it back, and it was dirty. Mama! The one of Zombie Master, First Ed, Alternator, if you don't play that, smell like broken here. Just kidding. This card is probably the best one of them in my deck. It's the only one of them, I'm pretty sure, as a monster. But his ability to recycle your hand and bring stuff back, like even mid to late game, he pulled through a couple times, and you can get your Unizombie back, your Balderrock back, and just really, really good card. Nice. Just a one of, though. I don't think it's a two of.
Gotcha.
And then if you guys don't know what the best zombie monster in the game is by now, y'all been cheating yourselves, because it got a forehead. Yeah. So she's really cool. A lot of interactions. I got Gozened, and her and what's his name, the Shirinui guy, are both fire. So I was able to do a
Synchro Shoken?
A little bit. Yeah, I was able to go into, and I had Unizombie on board, so I was able to go. And I'd bumped up a level of one of them to that guy, so it's pretty cool. No. That's why I run him as a one-up, is because it goes in.
Great one-up.
But anyways, Ash Blossom. Again, if you don't know what that card does, I don't know what I can do for you, because even I know what that does, and I suck at this game. Zombie freaking World. You want to know how to beat Thunder Dragons?
Tell me.
Go to the world, baby. Zombie World. All monsters on both player sides of the fields and in the graveyards become not Thunder, become actually zombies. So that makes your Balderrock interactions and everything else in your deck just, I believe the term is knucking futs. It's pretty good. We don't run Terraforming because we run the 2 Banshee, and to be honest, it wasn't a problem seeing Zombie World all weekend, except decks that were running a lot of Spell and Trap negation, but still, even then, solid enough, I think.
Good.
This card, I had such a hard-on for it at, doing other deck profiles and playing at locals and things like that, but it actually didn't come up as much as I thought it would, and actually lost me in my round 8, I think, was Called by the Grave. The deck is fragile, so you have to play it at least, I would argue, at least a 2 of. But there's not a lot of hand traps. The Danger Thunder deck doesn't play hand traps. It still has, obviously, a defensive component to it by banishing stuff out of the graveyard. But I don't know. This might get got down to a 2 of, to be honest. Sky Strikers really like this card. Especially when they have Ray Engrave, so I can, under Zombie World, or actually under anything I decide, it doesn't matter if Zombie World's on the field, I can target a zombie type monster in my graveyard, special summon it, then I can target one monster in my opponent's graveyard and banish it, so banish that Lady Ray, have a great day. Card's nuts, would play 3. Card's also nuts, and low-key, best interaction all week is I normal summon Shiranui, not the good one, and Zombie Stein, fun fact, again, is a zombie target, so you can super poly it. That was a clutch play that saved my Keister a couple times. Again, great. So
good in this deck, too. You want that stuff in graveyard.
It's so free. If I could just remember that I have to discard a card when I play it for once in my life, it'd be great. Dude, so, Zombie World Rivalry is just disgusting because then they can't summon anything except a zombie out of their hand or extra deck. And
2-card combo.
Fun fact, nobody does, except for Zombie Stein. So yeah, this and Zombie World and Boulder Rock are pretty much your win con, and I'll get into the combos here in a sec. And then low key, Icarus Attack on crack, pop a zombie, usually Boulder Rock or something you really don't give two poops for. And then you can banish another Shiranui, so most of the time, hopefully you're going to be banishing this boy. So
yeah,
what this does, Icarus Attack, pop zombie, pop 2 cards on your opponent's side of the field. At the end, on a separate chain, you can banish this guy from your deck and then pop a 3rd card. So, you know, 3-for-1 special seems pretty good to me. That's it, 40 card main. Again, the only thing I changed, probably cutting down Called by the Grave to 2 maybe, or something else. Not sure what yet. Maybe like 1 EEV or something, just because it's free. It's so free in this deck. Extra deck, Super Poly. This dude's not a zombie, but it doesn't matter because he outs like all of the Thunder Dragons too, because he can't be destroyed by battle, so you're just having a standoff with Titan, and it's just kind of funny. So again, pretty good. For our synchros, since we have a lot of tuners, a lot of tunas. F8 on Dragster. Didn't get to make this. Oh, actually, I made this one time to FTK, but I didn't make it as much as I wanted to. Diesel Boy's pretty good for the random rogue matchups or cards that don't run Unicorn. Smell like broken here. Omega's nuts. Omega won me a game because I was able to attack and then rip their last card out of their hand to whittle away their resources. And then under Gozen, you can make this Fireboy with your Ash Blossom and Solitaire, which, I mean, isn't optimal, and you also need to, like, do Unizombie level manipulation, but still.
He gets big and he attacks.
Just whatever. I wish he was a level 7, but we'll find a way. 1xyz monster. Didn't get to make it all week, but in theory, it's pretty good against, I don't know, True Draco or just anything that relies on the graveyard, and Zombie World, this is kind of gross.
Yeah.
Other mom of the deck, Sucker. She's really good, and I'll explain some of her combos later. But every time a zombie monster special summons in the graveyard, once per turn you can draw a card, which is huge. And you can also special summon a monster. Is it a zombie monster or just a monster? You can target one monster in your opponent's graveyard, special summon it to your opponent's side of the field in defense mode. So you could actually, if you have rivalry, you can lock your opponent out turn 1. If they, ash you or something like that, you can bring back Ash, draw a card, and lock them out with rivalry. Or if you go second, you can do that too. Link Rebo for the Glow Up Bloom Nightmare package.
Solid.
Pretty good. Might consider getting rid of Cerebus since like spot monster removal is not really a problem in this deck. Yeah. Not sure what for yet. Probably that Predaplant Dark one that requires 2 darks for a super poly target might be a good idea.
Yeah.
Summon Sork. She's just free, hypothetically. And then, dude, this is a zombie monster under Zombie World. Fun fact, Mizuki. Cool.
I heard about that.
Cool things. So yeah, extra deck. Not too much I'd change aside from maybe Dweller. Dweller and maybe Cerebus. Probably more super poly targets, or yeah, probably just like a Mud Dragon and the Predaplant would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Side deck, I don't know how to side, but I tried. Didn't side this in once. Probably should have. Didn't even know how most of these decks interacted before I got here this weekend, but
Here we are.
Lancey is a card. I tried. Also, really didn't use this that much because, again, spot removal is not a really big issue, but in theory, Prankotops is really good. Probably should have used him more. Card's nuts.
Yeah.
Saved my ass more than a couple times.
Kind of free in your deck, too.
You want to get rid of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, and then the card I didn't get to play all weekend because I didn't play any Alter Guys, but in theory, let's be honest. And then for Sky Strikers or anything else for that matter that's spell or trap heavy, this card is insane with Balderrock.
Like that was in everybody's side.
It is just, this card is everywhere. Like it ran rapid. Like, and I think it's a good thing. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think this at 3 is a good thing. It punishes the meta, which is funny. Like, oh, you chose to play this deck? Well, good luck. You might get EEV'd. So.
Nice.
As a guy who got EEV'd too, I'm not like, oh my god, Salt. It's pretty good, but okay, let's go over some Wombos.
Let's do the Wombos.
So, main goal of this deck is to get this out, obviously. So, definitely wanting to play Zombie World. Put that here for now. We'll keep it here for the video. And then, again, your ideal play is somehow getting Unizombie out, right? Your ideal board, Unizombie. And you'll either have a dead zombie in usually a dead zombie in your hand, which will either be...
Wait, dead zombie, Trent? Hold on. Ah, shit.
I did it to myself. This guy, this gal. And again, any of the other ones are free, like him.
Yeah.
So, again, we play, 6 versions of this, so...
We're seeing it.
So you want to... So the idea is to get Unizombie out, right? So you get Unizombie out. You pitch one of these from deck depending on what you need. Usually you try to get the Zombie World, so you're going to pitch Old Grill, banish Old Grill, activate Zombie World. And usually this will be dead in hand, or this will be dead in hand. And again, you decide, again, if you have Deco World Banshee in hand or one of these, or from the deck, vice versa. But your ideal board is to get this guy out next to this.
Your big boss, got you.
Right, and then... so you'll either have this or this, hopefully, as your back row. Rivalry is probably optimal, so you set Rivalry, which is nice, and you're going to link summon these two into Vampire Sucker. And again, there's not a lot of Called by the Grave, so Called by the Grave is one of the bigger things that can interrupt this, but you make Sucker. And depending on if you went first or got hand trapped somewhere or whatever, you can bring back a monster to Rivalry, lock them there. Or you just wait until their turn. On standby, Balderrock will come back. Where did he go? He'll come back, special summon, and then you'll get to draw one from Vampire Sucker. And then if you choose to, since the zombie type monster's effect pops off when Balderrock special summon, you can activate his effect to banish a card too. So you're getting a +1 from the draw. You could potentially have spot removal right there, and hopefully you'll have Rivalry or that trap card, and it's just profit. If they don't break the board from there, you just link climb, get to Mizuki, pitch it, get to Unizombie again or something like that. So it's really good. That's probably like the standard first turn move, I'd say.
Yeah.
And it's wild that can fend off the meta right now. That board's not bad.
Yeah, it performed.
It's not a lot going on. It's very simplistic. Not a lot of interruption, but enough control, I think, and disruption with the trap cards to make a difference. So things that I would change in the side deck also, I try to run at least 2 trap tricks so I could have 5 copies of that or 6 copies depending. So probably the biggest changes. But other than that, dude, deck's cool, deck's fun. Had a blast. Great to see Robbie. Glad I got to beat you in speed duels. A lot of fun. And no, I had a blast. And again, the social aspect of these tournaments are so cool too. Just seeing everybody, and it was a lot of fun. Congratulations to Raphael, right? Raphael. Yeah. I messed up his name, but I didn't mess up the name the first time we shot this. So shout outs to him. He's really cool. We did some. I swapped him Sega's lights at the beginning of the day. It was really cool. But yeah, that's my deck profile from YCS Chicago. I plan on playing this at the Indy Regional. Make a little adjustments, and hopefully I'll get to face more Danger Thunder, because I think it's so funny to beat that deck. Because that's what I'd be playing right now if I was good. So, yeah. Any other final thoughts there, Justino?
I don't think so. Thanks for the profile. Thanks for the 411 from the field.
Yeah. And, isn't that weird to get a field report from me?
It is.
Yeah. Shoot, I'm usually arming the soldiers. Somebody get me a weapon. But yeah, I'm excited because I usually get afraid to play, like, because I don't study the game a lot. I talk about it a lot and just like Theorio, but we're gonna change that.
This is a good time to get back into it too.
Start kicking some ass.
Let's do it.
Take some names.
You got it.
All right. It's Trent with GTYGO and Justin signing out.